protect each other's mental space. If you ever need me, just call. I'ma come running, give it my all. Love is love, God wins. Keep your vibrations high and watch how your blessings.
Direction this whole time. We've been journeying outside of ourselves. Why?
Rough to wise, talk to him.
It's been a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Maybe this is the year right here. Energy. Go within. There's something inside of us. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Right? Energy. Go within. There's something inside of us. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Energy. First stage is realizing that you are. That's the first step. Confront yourself. Realizing that you are. Energy. It's been a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. They can't put negative notions on us. Think about it. Great things is happening, whether they want to believe it or not. Maybe this is the year right here. This is the year for it right here. Right? Energy. Go within. There's something inside of us. We gotta do better collectively, you know? Go within. There's something inside of us. We gotta do better collectively, you know? One's image of oneself should be greater than reality. Don't let nobody tell you that you ain't great, because you are.
Rough to wise.
Energy.
Hey. Hope everyone's having a great day. Now, y'all know what we're here to discuss because it seems to keep on going on, right? This persona says that they're not worried about me, so on and so forth. They're just going to give a place for people to talk and so on and so forth. But as you can see, they're more worried about me than just giving somebody a place to talk, right? The people that's on Cultivate with Kai panel, I never even have a problem with, right? We did a damn birthday for Lady Bridget, right? We allowed Cultivate with Kai to come up on our panel. Let's go back and look at the recaps. Let's go back. Cultivate with Kai is saying that because I post people on TikTok or YouTube, that makes me whatever he wants. But he wasn't saying nothing when he was posted on the TikTok, right? He wasn't saying nothing when I was posting his videos of him on my TikTok, right? He wasn't saying nothing then. But now he's talking about, oh, you got Jaguar on your Instagram and on your TikTok and da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da. Make it make sense. When your ass, when I clipped your ass up here to try to make you look good, because she was calling you all types of dumbs and stuff like that, you ain't say nothing. You ain't say nothing then. But that's why I said these people wanted to use my platform for what they wanted to use my platform for. And they didn't like the fact that we had our own, directional path with this, right? They didn't like that fact. Let's go back and look at my TikTok, because when they were popping up over here and I was putting them on TikTok and Instagram and stuff, they didn't have no problem when I was posting them on Instagram and TikTok. See, look, ain't have no problem. Is this not Lady Bridget? No. Oh no, this DJ Genesis. Introduced? Because we did a birthday for Lady Genesis. That's why I don't understand where all of this smoke coming from that they all of a sudden magically got for me. They were in the Discord, they were stealing topic points, all types of stuff, and now they want to try to act like somebody had a problem with them. No, you created a problem, and now you want to try to make it seem like I'm falling out with everybody. No, you're a part of some fuckery, and you just mad that we're not dealing with the fuckery. That's it. It ain't got nothing to do with, oh, he's this and he's that. No, bro, come on. All that fake ass. I was just giving them a place. You're not speaking on nothing about these women. You're sitting here talking about some. He did this, he did that. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I can go outside and show you my car right now, right? There's no way you're going to sit here and say, She Paints brought that car. I don't have no fucking bucket. I don't have a bucket. Yes, she contribute to it, but I got a 2020 vehicle, right? Blue Book, 17,000. They're sitting here trying to make it seem like that $2,000 did so much for this vehicle. And I get it. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to make it seem like somebody else did so much for me and all this other stuff, and I'm using people. And that's why I said over here, we're damned if we do, and we're damned if we don't, right? It didn't matter which way we went about this, if we exposed it. I literally showed that my baby mom was a black woman, and yet they're still over there saying that I mess with white women and only mess with white women. I don't have no problem with white women. I'll damn sure date a white woman. But why is white people only good for money for them? They'll take the white people money, but then sit there and tear down, a Caucasian person, right? And they want to sit there and say, get a house. Isn't this my place right here? You see my truck, you see the car, right? What the fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all need to get a house. Y'all need to stop living off Section 8 EBT. Whatever your name is, you over there looking big as hell, like you eat off of Section 8, like you paid $2 a month for rent, and you got an EBT unlimited car, big as hell, big back than a motherfucker. You want to try to call somebody a crackhead because they got discipline over their body and don't let their self get all obese and shit like that. No, ain't nothing crackhead about me. I eat good. I just eat one meal a day. Hey, Vicky Williams, if you make that make sense, that you're coming over here talking about I suck my brother's penis. How do you feel putting that in the comment section? How do you feel repeating that? How do you feel repeating a fucking lie? You're dragging bones. You're dragging bad bones at that. You're dragging bad bones to carry on some fucking storyline. Make it make sense. You don't even make sense coming over here typing that in the comment section. That didn't even make sense for you to type in the comment section. You're carrying the lies. You're contributing to the dumb shit. Make it make sense that y'all say that y'all want clarity and y'all want truth, and y'all the ones dragging the lies. You're dragging the lies. Why don't you drag the truth? Why don't any of y'all drag the truth? Why do y'all drag the lies and then act like y'all don't hear the truth? Right? You would rather drag the lie because the lie is more controversial than the truth. That's why you'll drag the lie. It doesn't make sense for you to drag that lie over here. Okay, you stood up for me, but you're dragging a lie now, and now you're coming in here trying to play the victim. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Don't bring none of that shit to my comment section. Get that stupid shit the fuck out of here. Don't bring none of that dumbass shit to my comment section and then gonna try to say you took up for me. You ain't fucking take up for me if you coming over here with some bullshit ass, you suck your brother penis shit. How the fuck is that taking up for me because you come over here and drag some bullshit over here? Don't bring the lies over here. You keep them over there where they at. Fucking weird ass. I'm fucking this bitch in the gym. Y'all weird as hell, man. Y'all keep on dragging the lies and then make it seem like y'all was. No, I knew it wasn't true. So why'd you bring it over here? If you knew it wasn't true, why didn't you just ignore it? Why'd you carry it over here and put it in my comment section if you knew it wasn't true? That's the shit I be talking about. Y'all do the asinine and dumb shit and then try to make it seem like that's justifiable that you drag the lie over here and try to make somebody answer or respond to a lie. Everybody sees my operation in the Discord. It's an open Discord. Ain't nothing hidden. So the fact that y'all keep on contributing to these lies, it only lets me know that you'll believe a lie before you believe the truth. I showed y'all numerous proof that Vampire was a spy from the Knots channel. Showed y'all numerous proof of her saying, can you please let me back into the Discord? So on and so forth. Showed y'all numerous proof that we literally, this is what he's mad about. This is what they're mad about. TikTok. TikTok is what they're mad about. You came over here from TikTok. Look, my audience, I don't need none of the audience that they have. That's what they mad about. Now he's trying to get his people to come over from TikTok. That's what you do. People on TikTok tell people to go follow my Twitch, go follow me on a green app, go follow me on a purple app. Stop trying to make it seem like, blah, 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 blah. And this is what they're really mad about. Let me show you what they're really mad about. This is what they really mad about. On one page on TikTok, I got 18K followers, 19K or 16K followers. On this page right here, I got 35K followers. On another page, I got 10K followers. On another page, I got 6K followers. Right? And this is what they're really mad about. This is what they're truly upset about. That everything matches my real life. Ain't no falsitries in this.
I'm in a space where I just want
ain't no falsitries in this, right? Do ones in the chat. Do that look like a crackhead to y'all? That don't look like a crackhead. That look like a healthy nigga. Why are they so upset with me making up lies and shit? Do you see a crackhead right there? Answer. Do anybody see a crackhead right there? This is how you know they're lying. This is how you know it's all bullshit. The stuff that they're making up does not even match reality, right? They over there funny body built like hamsters, like they need to run on a wheel. You know what I'm saying? This is what they upset about right here. This is what they're upset about. They talking about some crack. What? Are you serious? Because I'm healthy? Because I control my diet? Maybe you need to get on a workout regimen, Lady Bridget. Maybe your ass need to maybe you need to be a part of my workout plan. Huh? Maybe you need to work out, bro. Maybe something ain't right with you, Lady Bridget. You chunky as hell, EBT eating ass, sitting there trying to make it seem like somebody else is a crackhead or something because they control their body weight and don't let themselves become obese. You know damn well you need a gym. Maybe you should come to a Discord workout or something. Since you in the Discord, want to try to say somebody a crackhead, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Those look like abs to me. That look like a nigga that worked out to me. You want to talk about a crack? You get your lying ass out of here. I told you they just make up shit. They just make it up. None of what they say makes sense. I done sat down with way better people than them. You know what I'm saying? Timberland came and kicked it with us over on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? That's what they mad about. That everybody don't, everybody don't subscribe to the same shit they subscribe to. How long did they want us to talk about Jaguar? They wanted us to continue talking about Jaguar infinitely. So they mad because we stopped talking about Jaguar. See, they was going to try to make it seem like we was infatuated with Jaguar, like we had some type of sick, infatuation with Jaguar, right? So they mad because we stopped talking about Jaguar and started talking about other stuff, and then they got all mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Look at the setup. Look at the setup. 3 monitors, computer, desk. Like, get y'all asses out of here. Stop trying to make it seem like, this is why I say these people try to make it seem like nobody else got money, nobody else doing this. I done showed y'all a big house, lakefront property, all types of shit. My setup is way better than them. 3 monitors, 2 monitors, about to get like, man, cut it out, man. These people are fraudulent, man. These people are so fraudulent, man. It's a shame how fraudulent these people are, man. And the fact that people sit over there and want to listen to it. And I want y'all to think about this. Why is YT money good for them? But then they say a man dating a YT man. Like, think about it. They will accept a woman for dating a YT, but then if a man, they gonna try to say I'm a sellout, I did this, I did that. Why y'all worried about who want me? If y'all don't want me, then why y'all worried about if YT people want me? That ain't making no sense. If y'all don't want me, why y'all worried about the next person that want me? If y'all kick me out of the group, kick me out of the cookout, whatever the fuck y'all call yourself doing, why is y'all worried about me going to build a table somewhere else? That's how you know y'all love racist shit. It don't matter what I do. If I go to work, y'all gonna say I'm working for the white man. If I date a white woman, I don't care about black. Y'all don't make no sense over there. Y'all got to make the shit y'all do make sense. I literally showed y'all the picture of my baby mom, and y'all still making up lies. Literally showed y'all, told my son, literally, you see my son, and you're gonna say because he's so light-skinned, his mom must be white. Y'all are ridiculous with this shit. Y'all are so ridiculous that y'all are just making it up as y'all go. That's how you know y'all lies will never stop, because y'all making it up as y'all go. And I don't care how many people they push into your room to hear the lies. That's why you got to keep lying. That's why you got to keep on lying, because that's what they're paying you to do. Lie. How you going to say you don't have no problem with me? You just was talking about the sister wives, but now all this other conversation is coming out, talking about moon, stars, and quasars, talking about that. That means you use the sister wives entry as a way to create beef. And now you don't like the beef that you created, because we are going to dig into your life. We are going to find out. In fact, Danny Roberts already did that. You just want to make yourself relevant again. And we're not participating in that. So no, I'm not going to give you the energy that you want. I'm not going to give you the conversation that you want. Cultivate with Kai, you've been groomed into this shit since you was 14 years old. Jaguar been grooming you since you was 14 years old. If anybody got something to do with Jaguar, it's definitely you. It's definitely you. If anybody's linked to Jaguar, it's definitely you. If anybody did anything sexual, Cultivate with Kai, it's definitely you. Right? You were already hanging out with these groups. You already was hanging out with the Nature Boy. You're probably from the Nature Boy camp, right? You probably been getting sucked on and fucked on since you was 13 years old by these older women. And now you're sitting on a panel with all these older women, and you're 19 years old trying to act like you tough, loud as a motorbike, and wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. And if you ever want to get physical, sign me up. Wherever you want to meet, sign it up. Stop talking tough on the internet, making it seem like you Tony the Tiger, and then as soon as the shit hit the fan, we find out you just cornflakes. All right? So you want to talk tough, be that tough. Be that tough. Set up the appointment, and I'll show you. I'll show you. You sitting there trying to make it seem like I just wanted to give these women a place to what? To lie? That's what you want. You can't build your page off of nothing else. And y'all mad because my page go into a variety of things. Y'all mad because we can get learning over here. Y'all mad because it's laughter over here. And y'all really mad because we appease to a different group of people. You don't have the numbers that we have. I done built a 35K page on TikTok, all authentic. A 22K page on TikTok, all authentic. A 18K page, a 10K page, a 6K page. I got a 15K page. You mad? And it's not even like I'm trying to get people from your room to come over here. You keep on repeating it yourself. He's trying to get the people from TikTok to come over here. He's trying to get his TikTok supporters over here. So that means you already know I come with my own supporters. You already know that I come with followers from TikTok. You already know that. And that's what you're really hurt about. That someone else want and build a brand and an image before you. You sitting over here gossiping with women, and you young as hell. Why y'all ain't tell him to take his ass to college? Why y'all ain't tell him to get a job? Right? Because he's appeasing to y'all. He's appeasing. That's why y'all won't tell him the same thing. He's sitting there, cultivate with Kai, cultivate with. Cultivate with who? For what? For what? Kai can't bring nothing to the table. He's not an intellectual being. He don't bring no type of intelligence to this sector, right? He's not smart. He don't have no nothing to teach you guys or anything. So why is he sitting there trying to play it off like, oh, I got so much to offer? No, you don't. You don't have nothing to offer but a conversation about Jaguar. That's it. That's all you got to offer is a conversation about Jaguar. And this is what they mad about. Talking about he posted Jaguar on his Instagram. That's what you do. If you do an interview, if you talk to somebody, you post it like, oh, he posted Jaguar on his Instagram. But let's scroll down. Let's go back to 2 months ago when they was swinging on my cock. They didn't have no problem when he got posted on my Instagram, did he?
Filming this dummy.
Did he have a problem with
You think I care if you filming it?
you think you have a problem with this?
Yo, stop
This
insulting
is how
me.
you know they fake right
Stop
here.
acting like Tanakh.
This how you know they
stop
fake.
insulting me.
I just want to ask Kai one question.
Is that not
you can
Cultivate
ask
with
your
Kai
question,
right
but
there?
you
He
gonna have to
sat
stop
with me for
on my
nearly
Instagram?
2 years. How is this bum getting more views than you?
You know I'm
How
gonna
does
use
he get more views than you?
They go to insult again. Why?
And that's what hurt him, right? Look, Cultivate with Kai on here 4 times. Look, 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Why he ain't say nothing about him being on my Instagram?
Stroll over there, get all it fake. I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. My God, don't bless no mess, man. And everything about that lady messy is hell. God is not gonna bless it. She can get all the spiritual people in the hole from goddamn it Conga Bunga to right.
See what I'm saying? They didn't have no problem when they were on there.
I'm filming.
They didn't have no problem when they were on there,
Stroll over there, get all it.
right? They didn't have no problem when they were on there and I was defending them, right? Cultivate with Kai try to be like, look, he's on here 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's scroll up. 5, 6, 7 times. He on here 7 times. He didn't have no problem when I was defending, fighting for him, against Jaguar. He didn't have no problem with being on my Instagram. Look.
This is the only time I'll do
He
this.
had no
Thank you
problem
for
being on the
letting me know that you're
Instagram.
also broadcasting.
So why has he got a
on
problem with
TikTok?
the
Are you
Instagram
also
now? Make it
live
make sense. I told you, this is why I posted everything, because I knew that they were going to do a switcheroo. I knew that they were going to try to switch it up. We were the ones giving people voices. Look,
Recently,
when they shunned Amber's voice, we gave Amber the voice, right? When they did the same thing to Selma, we put Selma and Amber on the same panel so you can see that it was 2 different people, right? When they did the bullshit, we were the ones exposing all of Jaguar. They were just looking for content. We were the ones asking the tough questions, right? They were trying to build content. It's a difference. That's what they're mad about, that we don't got our foot on Jaguar's neck anymore. And he was over here. He was supposed to be with us. He was supposed to be. And now it looks like, no, you didn't see Jaguar. You don't see me and Jaguar buddying and doing interviews together and all of that stuff. That's how you know. They think they can play the internet because they think people don't have good memories to remember the stuff that took place 3 months ago. So they think that they can switch the story up now, right? But when we been came over here, if you go back and look at our lives, you'll see that we been came over here pointing out stuff. We can't really go back and look at too much because that's what they want. So they could try to strike the channel, strike the page. Because remember, we was the ones pointing out all the lies. But now we can't use their content because so many of them want to strike our page. So we can't use their content. The reason why I stopped showing Jaguar lies in real time is because they were striking my page for using this content, right? So now they're mad because we're still thriving and we don't have to use people content, right? So now they're upset about that. But before, when I was pointing out the lies using their content, that's where all those strikes came from, right? And now they mad because we sent the email to Wolf saying, yo, listen, take the strikes off my page. it doesn't matter if we told him, hey, if you take the strikes off my page, we can make some money together. That's because I know they have a infatuation with greed and money. So we told him what he needed to hear in order to take the strikes off. Right? Well, we thought he wanted to hear something about, you know, money. So we like, shit, take the strikes off the page. We can make a lot of money. Right? So we told him that. But that's not what Wolf wanted. Wolf didn't want money. Wolf still thought that we was fucked up individuals, right? Wolf knew that video of Sherelle and them talking shit about him was on my page. That's the main reason why Wolf gave the page back, so he can have access to the live where Sherelle and them is asking about his ex-wife, so he can use that in court against them. Everybody had hidden motives with this. Wolf didn't give me the page back because we got a deal or agreement. Wolf gave me the page back. Why? Because he needed the evidence of Sherelle and them talking the way that they were talking on my page, right? Wolf needed the evidence because he's going after Danat and suing Darrell and them, Sherelle and them, right? So he needed that to be back up so he can have access to the video. Let's not make it seem like everybody is not doing some sneaky shit to try to do some sneaky shit on top of the sneaky shit that y'all was already doing. We pointed out the fact that Jaguar had a nonprofit organization that 70% of the proceeds might not be going back to the organization, right? We pointed that out, right? So all the stuff that they're talking about is fraudulent. It is fraudulent. Because if you go back and look at the videos, even if you go back and look at the lives, Cultivate with Kai, Lady Bridget, all these people was over here. We did a birthday special for Lady Bridget where I went live and just literally, and I kept on telling everybody it don't seem kind of weird that she left for her own birthday bash. You know, for her own birthday, she's not here. Y'all remember that day Cultivate with Kai came up, all of that. You know, and they trying to say that I didn't pay homage to them. I did a whole birthday for you, Lady Bridget. Are you serious? What more do y'all want? Y'all want somebody to kiss y'all ass as being the first group of mods for Jaguar. Y'all want somebody to kiss y'all ass. It ain't gonna happen. I showed you how I literally gave you recognition. When I see y'all in my comment section, I would speak to y'all. Are so butthurt. It doesn't even make sense to sit over there and be like, oh, we're not inviting you to the cookout. Why would I need to go to your cookout when I can have my own cookout? That cookout shit is played out. Nobody gives a fuck about being invited to the cookout, especially when you ain't got no food to cook. Y'all sitting there trying to act like y'all could take away somebody's black card. Y'all don't have no privilege to take away somebody's black card. Y'all are over there rocking with Miss Cleo. You can't take away my black card when your best friend is a racist white person. You can't take away my black card. Get y'all asses out of here with that dumbass cookout shit. Like that's supposed to hurt somebody. I don't even like cookouts now that I think about it, because all it is a bunch of black people getting drunk, talking shit about family members, and then end up fighting each other. That's all y'all do is fight each other. Won't go out there and fight nothing else but keep on fighting each other. That's what y'all do. Stop making it seem like y'all got something great going on and somebody want to be at y'all table. Y'all are mad because nobody want to be at y'all table. Cultivate with Kyle, you've been on here how long? You can't even reach 1,000 followers. We done made 4 pages and out past you already. Now you mad talking about something. He's trying to get those people to come over from TikTok. That's what you do when you got a following. They follow you, you dumbass. Maybe you should learn social media etiquette or something. That's why they have multiple platforms. Why you think Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross, what do they have? YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. They are operating on all platforms. Why you make it seem like it's a problem to operate on all platforms? That's your problem. You put your eggs in one basket. You segregate yourself. You're living in a slave mentality, and you make it seem like everybody can't get along. Oh, he get along with TikTokers. He can't get along with us. Oh, he's on this platform. He can't. Shut up. Shut up. Y'all are not making sense. Nothing of what y'all saying is making sense. You see how funny body built Lady Bridget is. She ain't taking care of her own health. She on the internet. She should be doing a workout plan. She should be dieting. She shouldn't be on the internet. She should have a sit-up regimen. She should be somewhere doing cankles or whatever the fuck she's supposed to be doing. She could be doing anything with her free time to get her body back in shape. She's sitting there eating beef jerkies and barbecue chips, talking shit about people. Why nobody want her? Why nobody want her? You know damn well nobody wants you. You done let yourself go. You're like a busted bag of biscuits. Sitting there trying to make it seem like you'll put that on somebody. You better put that shit back in the package it came out of. Probably still got that damn nightgown on in the evening. Sitting in the house, just doing nothing. You know, sit there. First, you did a little, and look, think about it. They did the skit about Maggie, talking about Maggie, did the whole Black Crow thing, and now they're up on Maggie's face like, oh, Maggie, we're so cool with you, so on and so forth. They are so fake. How you do a whole skit talking about this woman, and now you cool with this woman? But you don't want to bring that up, do you? Oh, it was just jokes. Why everything y'all do is just jokes, but everything we do got to be taken serious? It's not making sense. These are the people that modded for Jaguar. These are the people that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, her little super fupa. She need to go work out that super fupa. That's what she need to do. Go work that super fupa out. You know what I'm saying? Want to sit there and talk about somebody else, you funny body built, because you ain't got no control over your eating habits. You mad because somebody got control over their eating habits, because I ain't out here just eating everything, acting all gluttonous, because you want to suck down every piece of food you get. Crab sticks, crab legs, oh my goodness. Of course you will kick somebody out from the cookout. You ain't kicking me out because of the cookout. You kicking me out because one less person means more food for you. That's why you trying to kick me out the cookout. You ain't trying to kick me out the cookout for nothing else. You trying to get rid of many people from the table as possible so you can eat as much as possible. Stop playing. And that's why I'm saying y'all keep on sitting here talking about this and that. You ain't never hear me say nothing about no bald-headed this or bald-headed that. That's the little insults that y'all throw out there. I got a more intelligent mind to try to sit there and try to use the same ass repeated shit that all y'all keep on using. And you want to sit there and turn the camera on like you really bad, like you really was, like she really turned the camera on and got the juggling that damn fat, like she was really sexy or something. Get your ass out of there. Stop playing. Big ass fupa, big ass stomach pouch hanging over your damn. You can't even see your coochie. The last time you motherfucking washed that coochie was 1979. That motherfucking coochie ain't seen no treatment. That motherfucker ain't never seen vinegar and water. You got to soak that motherfucker in. Stop playing with me. Stop playing. That shit probably got corrosion around it and everything. You probably got a scrape rust off of that shit. You ain't seen your shit in a while. Your stomach lay on top of your cootie cat. You ain't never seen your cat. Your stomach lay on top of it. Stop playing with me. So nasty. How the fuck you got that whole pillow hanging down to your kneecaps and you want to talk about somebody's head shape? Huh? Titty sitting on your stomach sitting on your knees, back sitting on your chest. You all funny body built. You all the way funny body built. You probably can't even lay on your back. Your breathing to stop. Too much weight on your lungs. Fucking stop yourself from breathing. You probably got to lay sideways. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You playing games. You 55 years old, funny body built than a motherfucker, want to sit here and talk about somebody who actually have an athletic build. And then you want to try to say I'm short. I'm 6'5", 215 pounds, wear a size 13 fucking sneaker. Stop playing with me. Who is y'all playing with? You better play with baby Kai, because he 5'3", weigh 110 pounds. That's who you better play with. You better play with baby Kai. Shit, don't play with me. Yeah, I know. If it came down to lifting weights, Kai can't even lift 130 pounds. So don't sit here and talk to me to a dude that can't even lift no damn weights. Let's go to the gym, Kai. Matter of fact, next time you go on Maggie's panel, let's see who can do more push-ups, me or you. You want to make it a man's game? Let's make it a man's game. Let's see who can do more push-ups. Huh? Let's see who's more athletic build, me or you. Let's jog the block and see who get tired. Let's do some physical shit and see who outweighs what. I bet you won't sign up for that, will you? Will you? Because you know you're not built like nothing either. Cultivate with Kai. You not built like nothing. Show me your body type. I'll show you my body type, and I bet you'll switch the subject and try to be like, he like boys. That's why he want to see my body type. Nah, you niggas sit over there and try to talk about my head shape, all types of stuff. And now that's why I say, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander, right? They want to sit over there and make it seem like, oh, this, that, and the third, but the same shit that they talking about is the same shit that if I attack them like that, they're going to try to be like, I thought you were spiritual. So why are you on here attacking spiritual people and then get mad at them when they do the carnal shit and get on your ass, right? Because you're testing my gangster. You're trying to test to see. You know that we're spiritual people, but that doesn't take away from the human experience, right? You ain't about to sit there and tear my character down, and I'm supposed to just be quiet so you can say, see, that's why he's not saying nothing, because everything I'm saying is true. Nah. The truth ain't in you. It ain't never been in you. That's why you're a follower of Jaguar. That's why Lady Bridget can't do nothing but requote. She can't do nothing but quote Jaguar. That's it. She trying so hard to be the next Jaguar. Trying so hard to be the next Jaguar, right? And see, here's the thing. Maggie thinks she was so slick by setting that up and doing all of that weird shit. And then she's like, oh, we're going to go to Cultivate with Kai. How are you teaming up with the same people that you said that you tore down when you was with, and now you on a team with them trying to tear down other people? Why ain't y'all focused on Jaguar like y'all said y'all was? Since y'all main focus is Jaguar, why y'all not focused on her no more? Now you focused on me talking about moon stars and quasars. Why is that? Why are you worried about us talking about moon stars and quasars instead of worried about what your content is? Now they worried about the moon stars and quasars that we talk about. Make that make sense. How you so worried about the moon stars and quasars that we talking about? That shit don't make no sense. You got to do some shit that makes sense. You can't. And then don't send no weird people over here to try to say, leave Kai alone. Stop playing. Stop playing. Kai's a grown-ass man who decided to jump in business that was not his for content. He literally is trying to, for what reason? When he was literally on my nuts 2 months ago. Swinging. Literally. Over here trying to be like, oh, he was up on the page, everything. So how is it? How is it now? They sitting over there talking about something. He never gave us recognition. Listen to what they saying. Listen to what they saying over there. He never gave us recognition. He never recognized us when we was in the What? Are you serious? Is that all you wanted, big back? Is that all you wanted was some big back recognition? Shit, I got you. Big back, big back, big back, big back. All the food and all the cans and jeans and knickknacks too. Every snack and every goodie, I got it right for you. Big back, big back, big back, big back. Grab your snack. I got you. That's the recognition I'm going to give your ass. Fuck out of here. You want to sit there and try to run your mouth and talk shit like I ain't going to talk shit back. You got me twisted. You funny body built ass. You is built like a butt. I can't believe somebody that's built like that got to try to call somebody up just because you sit there and gain an excessive amount of weight. You want to make it seem like somebody else is wrong for keeping their weight down. What? Make that make sense. I'll be damned if somebody who can't even control their diet sit there and try to put me down. You don't even make no sense. You can't even control your diet. Get your ass out of here. Take some snacks off of that table and maybe somebody will come sit at it. Sit there and try to talk shit. And you know damn well you look the way you look. You know damn well you look the way you look. Cut it out. Cut it out. You can't talk about my head. Y'all can't talk about my teeth. Y'all can't do none of that shit. Because y'all literally funny body built. How you sitting there trying to talk about somebody just because I present myself well, just because I take care of myself? Make that shit make sense. Yeah. And this my son right here. You know what I'm saying? We make sure we take care of our health. You know what I'm saying? That's my son. That's me and my son right there. And we was cutting grass. We was in West Virginia. I had a big land that I had to cut. You see all that land back? That's when we had to cut all of that back there. We had to cut all of that back there. That's my oldest son, though. That's not Nasir. That was my oldest son, Sincere. And let's not get on the fashion. Like a nigga, I don't walk around bummy. I don't walk around looking dumb as hell. Like a nigga be clean everywhere he go. So what is they talking about? Let's be honest about this. Let's be real about this. What is they really upset about? Huh? Come on, man. Y'all ain't got too much to talk about when it comes to me. I just don't sit on here and flaunt my life. I just don't sit on here and flaunt my life. I'm not sitting on here trying to, oh, look at me, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I know how to clean. I know how to clean up. You know, y'all just don't make no sense. Y'all the ones that don't make no sense. You know, even without the hat on. Even without the hat on. Let's be real about this. Let's be real about this. She in bed with her nightgown on, looking like she wearing a muumuu. She got a whole muumuu on, talking crap with a muumuu on. Come on, man. I refuse. I refuse. And here y'all go. This one's for the books right here. Make sure y'all get this one right here. Make sure y'all get this one right here. Get your ass out of here. Get out of here. Look. Somebody drop the mic. Somebody drop the mic. Drop the mic on their ass. What? You better stop playing. Better stop playing. Better stop playing with your boy. You better stop playing with your boy. You better stop playing with your boy if I'm motherfucking pulling out and put it on the table out this motherfucker. Stop playing. Y'all just mad. Y'all mad. Just be honest with yourself, man. The boy clean up nicely. Everything I put on, I make sure it is legitimately matching. Like, y'all mad. Y'all mad. And that's why I say, like, I don't deal in pride or ego. That's why y'all don't see me on here trying to show my face and keep on showing this and showing that. Like, I'm not no ugly person. I know I'm not no ugly person. So therefore, it's no point of me sitting here trying to convince who of. And see, this is what I'm saying. If they say that I'm over here trapping women or trying to thirst trap women, why don't y'all see me peeling off my clothes like the knot? Why don't y'all see me standing here with my shirt off why is my camera off when I'm talking to people if I'm so using women and so on and so forth? I'll be using a lust trap in order to pull people in. Do you see me using a lust trap? No. But you guys are praised funny body people like Big Hungry Cece, you know, malnourished people like Ronnie Slow and Cultivate with Kai, right? But when you got somebody that's actually has discipline over their flesh, keep a regular workout regimen, right? Actually care about their appearance, that's the person y'all want to tear down and try to make it seem like this and make it seem like that. But it's okay, though. Let's talk about some angel numbers. So if you see 111 as an angel number, it encourages you to keep following your spirit, your own right path. If they see this, listen to your guts and your hearts. This is saying that everything that you are thinking will come forward into the light. If you see 222, it's the right one, the right place, right time, trust in what you want. Don't think of things you don't want. And when you see this number, that is a reminder of that. 333, the equilibrium, mind, body, and spirit. Focus on all three aspects, neglect one for the other. And when you see this number, so when you see 333, it's to remind you that you are three. You are mind, body, and spirit. So when you see these three, it could be telling you that, hey, you're focusing on the carnal too much and not on the spirit or the mind, right? So you have to have that balance with all three. 444, the protection. The universe and your spiritual guides are protecting you. Pay attention to your thoughts and your environment when you see these numbers. 555 is the change. A change is occurring. The universe is moving things around. When you see this number, 666, the step back. Take a step back to rethink it and ask yourself, is that what you're doing right or wrong? So when you see 666, ask yourself, is what you're doing right or wrong? 777, inner strength. 888, the balance. 999, the wrap up, right? So these are angel numbers, spiritual numbers, however you want to look at it. So whenever you see these numbers, make sure you lock in with those numbers, as far as that goes. And here is some understandings of the phases of the moon. New, dark moon, the crone. The goddesses is Morgana, Holder, Nefertiti, and you see the names right there, Lilith, so on and so forth. Intention, shadow work, protection, divination, banishing, meditation, journaling, so on and so forth. Crescent moon maiden. Those are the names of the crescent moon maiden. Some of the intentions that you should focus on is beauty, love, youth, independence, the attraction of things, so on and so forth. And then the full moon mothers, and you see the name of the full moon mothers, Isis and Yin, and so on and so forth. This is where the yin and the yang come from, because yin is a mother, yang is a masculine energy, yin is a feminine energy, however you want to look at it. And then the intentions is purification, saying thanks, celebrating your accomplishments, letting go, getting rid of things, so on and so forth. So those are some things that you might want to, just keep with you during this Aquarius sky spiritual assessment, because that's all Christ said. Christ said during the next ascension process, the Aquarius sky is the next ascension process. So Christ was trying to tell them during the next ascension process, right? Allow it to be a peaceful ascension process. Allow it to be, what it is. And here's the thing, like, anybody know Doris
that we can just go
and then
on.
she speaks about this new earth transformation that's taking place.
It says in the Bible, in the book of Revelations, it's called the new heaven and the new earth. And it says in there, some will be left and some will go. This is all part of it. It is very definite. It is real. And other ones talked about the 1,000 years of peace. It's going into a totally new thing. The old earth over here is the one that's having all the trauma. The earth is a living being. It's going through.
She's even telling you all the older people are the ones having the trauma and the trouble moving forward. She's saying that all the older people have the problem moving forward in this new sky because they already had their opportunity to ascend and they failed. Either at the 13 age mark, 21 age mark, 35 age mark, 40 age mark, whatever marker it was, they failed. So now they're upset. She even says that the older generations will have a harder process in this ascension, right? They're going to try to corrupt as many young people as possible so they won't ascend, because it's the older generations that were supposed to teach us about this ascension process so we can be prepared to have discipline over our flesh, so we can be prepared to have control over the wilderness that is the beast that is inside of us. Now, we have the opportunity to teach this to the youth and bring them into a better understanding of the ascension process and what's taking place inside their vessel. So the older people are trying to stop the middle-aged people from getting to the youth to create a better unity with them. That's what's happening right now. And we broke down the $2 bill what I have right here is
right?
a $2
We broke
bill.
this down.
And I would like to
You can see the black person on the back of the $2 bill.
On the back of the $2 bill.
Watch when I zoom in
the
on it.
Declaration of Independence, 1776. But if you Geico this and take a closer look, you will notice a black man sits right there. His name
that would be John Hanson, one of the first presidents before Washington, before our first president, right? You see him, he's got all the paperwork and stuff in front of him. He wrote the documents, right? When you look up the Declaration of Independence or our Constitution or whatever, you will see it was a black person that wrote this stuff, right? They not digging into the history of this world. They not revealing shit. These people sitting on here gossiping. You can't learn nothing from them. They not teaching nothing over there.
Is John Hanson, the very first president of the United States before George Washington. And he sits right there. He is Moorish American, helped compose the Declaration of Independence. He's right there in your face. And they discontinued this.
Stay woke. See, these people ain't opening up your eyes to the truth. They not doing none of that. They're trying to keep you in confusion. Now, that's why they said after I started mentioning all the books that I had in my house, that's why they switched it up and try to be like, we don't care what books you have in your house, right? What you're looking at right now is the Abraham in history, right? This is the history of Abraham right here, right? What you're looking at. This is telling you about how Abraham came into connection with the tablets and so on and so forth. They're not showing you none of this stuff. Let's be real about this. These people are not showing you none of this stuff. Remember, I told y'all about the Atlas of the Bible. Make sure y'all go get that Atlas of the Bible. I got this. This is a big hardback book right here. Make sure y'all go get the Atlas of the Bible. Type that in, Atlas of the Bible. Make sure y'all go get that. We were the ones exposing all of this stuff. All of this stuff in history, we was the ones exposing all of this. The landmass, the way America looked like old Egypt, so on and so forth. We were the one pointing out all of this stuff. These people are, that's why I keep on saying, like, I don't consider them real. I don't consider them real. Right? We sat down and did the work. Look, Zeus's bloodline, the circle of 12, all of this stuff. I did all of this.
I plan on bringing to the table conversations about Kronos and his bloodline, Zeus's bloodline, circle of 12 Olympians, Zacharias Stitchens and Anunnakis, information on that, the understanding of Egypt and the names of
Look, and they wanted to try to make it seem like it was somebody else's research that I was stealing, right? This is all my hand copied paper right here. This is all of me writing this stuff down, right? But they want to make it seem like I'm stealing somebody else's work and I ain't do this stuff for myself. Come on. I got books on this shit.
Some of the gods, Hebrew and Greek lettering.
Look, Hebrew lettering, Greek lettering, right? They're not sitting there lying, talking about something. I got my name in Hebrew on my page. Don't even know what his name is in Hebrew. Don't even know what his name is in Hebrew. Talking about I got my name spelled in Hebrew. Blah, 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 blah. Get your ass out of here.
Also, correlation with the Bible.
Look at how many books I got in front of me on my table. Look at how many books I got in front of me on my table. Look at how many books I'm showing y'all. Just look at the table spread. Come on. Let's be real about this, man. Look at how many books I got highlighted. Look. Just look at how many books is on my table.
And depict also the alignments with how to balance your yin and your yang. Historical facts of history as far as the world and the history of the world, maps and information on maps, true destination of Jerusalem and Egypt. Also, more popular books and other things that I done looked into and read. Information about Abraham's father and the truth of Abraham coming from the pier, going backwards into history, past the understanding of man into the understanding of God. And if that ain't enough, the correlation with the astrology and the zodiac signs and the reference to the 12 tribes of Israel, the importance of the number 12, the mystery 13, why 24 is repeated, why the clock has 12 and 12, 12 that you see, 12 that you don't see. All of this correlates with a grand scheme of things. And as I bring forth this information, understand that I done tried everything else to go against the true nature of who and what I am to be on this plane and the next. And as a Taurus and a Aries, being born on the borderline between the two, I have a strong notion to teach as I learn these different things. So this is me trying to put full forth and understanding into my true nature of what I am supposed to be doing. So as you subscribe to this page, understand that I will be bringing forth a multitude of information. As soon as I figure out how to go about it the proper way, we're going to step into this wholeheartedly with a full understanding.
Think about that. Think about that. These people wanted to make it seem like all of the knowledge that I got was fraudulent. I got it from other people. Do it look like don't it look like I actually did the work myself? I mean, that is my handwriting. That is me doing the work myself. And they want to make it seem like I stole somebody's information, right? And she say, I got a picture of the Mayans calendar above my bed. What do you think about that? Like, the Mayans calendar wasn't really a calendar. It was a map. So I think you're lying about this whole calendar thing, because this is a map of our galaxy that the Mayans drew. But I digress, because there's no point of me arguing with these personas, right? They're going to make it up how they want to make it up, right? Nobody was pointing out the fact that Jaguar seemed like she was, going after the youth when she was selling the toys. They stopped talking about the fact that Jaguar was selling autistic-based toys, right? They stopped talking about the fact that she seemed like she was going after the, spectrum base, right? And Maggie knows that she's going after spectrum base because Maggie is spectrum based. So Maggie knows that Jaguar goes after spectrum base, right? And let's further look into their lies, right? They keep on trying to figure out, what am I doing? Why do I work? Why do I work? First of all, if you apply yourself properly, right, all you have to do is go to idealbuyers.com, right? You put your idea in there, and then they'll link you with people who might want to help you with that, right? We are on our way to becoming inventors, right? Because we have a spring-powered stick that automatically attaches to a Taulassie and pushes it back down after a certain amount of time. We're in the development stage of that. So I don't know why they keep on trying to make it seem like, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? I had warehouse jobs before. I worked in a warehouse, running machines, literally getting up 5:30 in the morning, going out there, running this whole machine with 4 people up under me working it. Like, stop playing. Everywhere, everything that I do, I excel in the warehouse, the workforce, wherever you put me, I excel. Don't get mad at me because I just know how to do greater things. Trying to make it seem like, oh, what are you doing? You're grifting. You're da 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 da. Get your ass out of here. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. And I cook my own food. And I cook my own food. Well, when I had to cook for my kids, but I cook. Don't make it seem like your boy not eating nothing. Huh? Don't make it seem like, oh, he's a crackhead. He don't got no food. Stop playing. Stop playing. Everybody knows what the fuck going on. Everybody know y'all lying about people's lives. Everybody know y'all lying about people's lives. There ain't a person out there that don't know y'all lying about people's lives. Huh? Ain't a person out there that don't know y'all lying. Y'all lying. Y'all lying. Be real with us. Be real with yourselves. Y'all lying. You know, I'm involved in my kid's life. How about y'all? Can y'all say the same? Huh? Huh? I'm involved in my family life. You see that? Do that look like a black family right there. My dad, my nieces, my nephews, my sister. Stop playing. Y'all putting a falsity out there about somebody's life. Y'all putting a falsity out there about somebody's life because it fits y'all to paint a false narrative. It benefits y'all to paint a false narrative. It benefits y'all. This is my niece's birthday party, right? This is how you know they lying. They try to make it seem like I ain't got no involvement, right? This is my niece. This is my niece. When my brother was locked up, I was driving all the way to Jersey to pull up on them to make sure that they were good. I was taking trips up there to make sure that they were good. Right? Just because I don't show y'all how family oriented I am doesn't mean I'm not family oriented. Right? Kept my kids in school, kept my kids getting awards. Stop playing. Stop playing. Y'all don't want to live in reality. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to live in reality. I like my reality. It's a good one. Even as a kid, we was in sports. That's my older brother right there. We share the same birthday for a year. That's me right there, standing up right there. This is when we was on the Acco Lions in Winslow, New Jersey, whatever. You know what I mean? Listen to you. You got to make a fake page to come in here and say some stuff like that. That means you ain't got nothing good on your hands. Let me ban you and get you up out of here. You ain't got nothing good going for yourself. They already did. They already doxed and try to send out profile pics of this and that. They already try to say I was taking care of somebody else. They already did all of that. There's no point of you trying to be in here saying don't show my family when they already put a false light out there about my family, right? So there's no point of you trying to tell me not to show the truth now after they painted such a false light about my family. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for them to sit there and say, I'm with a white person. I got kids by this and that. And then as soon as I start exposing the truth that everything that they saying is lies, you say, don't do it. Don't do it. That means you're willing to allow the bullshit to keep going. That means you're willing to allow the bullshit to keep going and you don't want the truth to be exposed, right? Hey, love is love, man. Love is love. But think about it. That's the phrase that they're trying to tear down. And if you go to my TikTok page, if y'all go to my TikTok page, I could show y'all on my TikTok page that I said, I want to do a love is love movement and let's see who goes against love is love, because that's the truth of it all. Let's see who really want to have love, and let's see who really want all these people other, right? They're showing you that they practice dislike. And they're sitting there like, and he's coming with this love is love movement. Get out of here with that love is love movement. We don't want to hear that love is love movement, right? A lot of people got posted on my TikTok, right? Look at RC.
Then it says
RC ain't complaining about being posted on the TikTok, right? A lot of people made it over to the TikTok that don't know it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people made it to the TikTok page and don't know it. So how are they saying that they don't follow me and they don't subscribe to me, but they know what's going on my Instagram and my TikTok? Make it make sense. These people say they don't subscribe to me, they don't fuck with me, they don't watch me at all, they don't follow me at all, but they know what's going on my Instagram and my TikTok. Make it make sense. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Essie Berry. It's so many people that made it to the TikTok. Why, you know what I'm saying? It's not making sense. Oh, Golden in here. Oh, you're on the cusp too? Oh, this is her name, Golden Dragon Queen. Okay. And you see this picture right here? The Knot wanted me to use this picture of his so he could try to strike me for using his picture, but I altered it and changed it so he couldn't use it against me. And that's why he's mad, because everything that he tried, I made sure that I covered my ass. Everything, every piece of crap that he tried, I made sure I covered my ass. When they sent they fake people over to this to do this and do that, I made sure we cover our ass, right? Even the look, and that's why I know they telling on themselves, because we was the one that pointed out Ray J Gagency. When Ray J was like, shout out to the Gagency, shout out to the Gagency, we pointed that out, right? So he tried to turn around and say that the agency that we run is a Gagency, but we already, that's how you know you're listening to my stuff. That's how you know you're listening to my stuff, because we're the ones that pointed that out. So you're trying to turn it around and make it seem like that's my operation. Listen, I hope the feds get involved if they're not already involved. I can't wait. Feds, please come talk to me first. I want y'all to come talk to me first. Please, is there a number I can call? Can I reach out to y'all? Can I bring the information to y'all that I got on these grifters, these people that's stealing money? Can I bring the information to y'all? Because at this point, something got to shake. We were the ones providing places for all of them. Jaguar. Who came over at DJ Genesis?
Since the 90s, like 90.
Listen to this.
Since 98, 99. Shut up.
Yeah.
Ain't no way you know her that long.
Yeah, I booked her for Black Lily. So her and the whole Black Lily crew came to DC when I was DJing down there.
See, you about like a couple of years shy of when she stole my bike, because 98, you know, it was 94. So yeah, it's a little bit off. But okay, so you knew her for that long. Now, so when she started,
okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like, in general, we're not supposed to put our kids out there. That's why, like, I stopped posting my kids a while back, right? But these people already put a asinine, a falsity out there, and people are believing it. Like, I don't really care if people believing it or not. It's just the only way because this is about vibrational frequencies, right? And I know the power of vibrational frequency according to the universe. So they're pushing out a massive amount of low vibrations to try to shape or narrate the conversation, right? My job is to put as much as truth out there as possible. See, the problem with them talking about my life is I have too much proof that my life is not what they say it is, right? So that's the truth of it. And in this Aquarius sky, things are amplified. So the more they try, the more the truth is out, the more they got to work on their lies. They got to push more lies out. And I know you didn't mean no harm by what you said. I didn't mean to make it sound like I was directing it to you. I'm just saying, like, at this point, it don't even matter because they already put out so much falsitries, you know, saying that this 600-pound white woman is spitting out kids for me, telling everybody, like, they're trying to stop the black support that I'm getting. You know, so they're like, he's not invited to the cookout. Anybody that's black that's on his page is no longer black. Like, make that shit make sense. But then it's the YT people that's paying them to tear down their own community. It's the Cleos that's paying them to tear down their own community. Make it make sense how you're taking the YT money, but you're tearing down black people for unifying with white people. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. They act like all of their supporters are black and they kick out all of the YT people out of their rooms. And they don't. Because why is Miss Cleo? Why is they all taken up for Miss Cleo? Miss Cleo ain't black. Why they act like they're the Black Panther Committee? Why do they act like they're the Black Panther Committee but don't do no unifying in their community? Make it make sense. How you don't do no unifying in your own community, but you want to kick somebody from a cookout? Who the fuck want to go to a cookout with a bunch of y'all arguing and complaining and saying the YT man did it? That's all y'all keep on doing, is blaming fault on other people. Huh? See, they not looking up the stuff that we looking up. We wanted to search for the word of God. In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. John's first chapter, W-O-R-D. The combination of the letters does not mean its first or original sense, voice, sound, or speech. Physiologically speaking, it means precious substance. Therefore, as mankind must be placed on their feet physically before the same conditions can exist mentally or spiritually. So that means mankind must be brought into the physical world first before the conditions can exist mentally or spiritually. So before you can grow in the mind or the spirit, you have to have a physical vessel first, right? And a lot of people got caught up with this physical vessel and forgot to grow in the mind and the spirit. That's where unconscious and conscious beings come in. These are unconscious beings that I'm fighting because they never grew in the mind or the spirit, right? So they're unconscious beings, right? Now, if they had a conscious, they will have a lick of intelligence with them that will tell them logically the things that they're saying are asinine and redundant, right? But they don't have that conscious to tell them that the things that they're saying are asinine and redundant. Tell me, what person that is funny body built goes around and attacks somebody else's body? You got to be special in your mind to have a body built like a busted biscuit and then go around and talk about somebody else's shape. Something has to be really wrong with you in order for you to, you know, even fathom this level of concept that you look the way you do, but you think you look good, and then you go around and try to talk shit to somebody else, so you think you look good, but you really built like a busted biscuit. And it's funny because, don't get me wrong, I don't discriminate. I you know, I have my levels of whatever, but you know, make that shit make sense. That she's sitting there trying to sit there and talk about somebody else, but then when she get on the camera, she didn't even start her day yet. She didn't start her day yet. She didn't even you know, get dressed yet, and she putting herself on the camera. She didn't even brush her teeth, wash her face, huh? And she trying to twerk. How the first thing you do? You 50-something years old trying to twerk. You 50-something years old. You have no decorum, no decency about yourself or any of that. You sitting here as a 50-something plus year old woman trying to twerk on camera with a kangaroo pouch. talking about some, I look good, I put this fupa on you. No, put that fupa back in a box and send that shit back to Thailand. Nobody want that fupa, okay? Send that super fupa back overseas, wherever the fuck it came from. The Congo, wherever the fuck that fupa came from, Hades, wherever the fuck that fupa came, send that fupa back. You need to return that fupa. You need to return it ASAP. Whoever you bought that super fupa off, return it. Ask them for your money back. Okay? Return that super fupa. Okay? They ain't doing you no justice. All right? And that's why I say they want to sit over there and try to do a live. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You sitting there, and look, I told y'all this was going to happen. I told y'all this was going to happen. I said, look, as soon as we start talking about the chakra alignment, shadow work, and all of that stuff, they're going to try to attack us. But I need y'all to make this make sense for me, okay? Why are they not attacking the card readers, right? Why are they not attacking the people on here that's faking like they're reading cards? Why are they not attacking the people that's faking like they're doing readings for monetization? Right? That would be more witchcraft than me telling you knowledge about the history of this world. Me giving you the history of this world is scarier than all of these fake tarot card readers. It's scarier than all of these people saying that they giving readings and pay this much for a reading. Make it make sense. Huh? That's what she should do. She should start a live workout regimen. That's what she needs to apply herself to, a live workout regimen. And that's why I said, cultivate with Kai. Look at the title. Look at the title. He says, is love still love? Right? So I knew that they were going to do that. Even though we apologized on Maggie's panel, whatever the case may be, we knew that Cultivate with Kai was going to go and try to make content over further bashing us. That's why we did our live, did our update on the conversation, because we already knew the route that he was going to go. He was going to try to hold us to a higher standard, but then stoop low. That's all they do. They try to hold you to a higher standard, and then they stoop low. You got a whole session over there where you trying to bash and belittle me, but then you tell us that we ain't allowed to talk about nothing. No, get your ass out of here, you weirdo. You fragile, bro. You real fragile. I know if I punch you in your chest, I'll break your ankle. I know you fragile. Probably never lift weights. You sitting around a bunch of old ass women gossiping. And there ain't nothing about sitting around old women if you listening and taking heed to what they saying. But you sitting around busted biscuits, talking shit, sitting around. You got Lady Bridget protecting you. Think about it. You got an old ass 50-year-old woman trying to say, "Don't mess with Kai." What you gonna do? Hit me with your pocketbook? Huh? You got some biscuits and stuff you gonna throw at people? Huh? You trying to have a food fight? Because that's the only fight she getting into is a food fight. I don't know why she out here trying to act like she want to fight on the internet. You know the only fight you participate in is a food fight. Stop playing. Stop playing. You ain't get that super fupa from talking on the internet. You got that super fupa from food fights. You fight your food. Every time you eat it, you fight your food. Yeah. And you can run tell that. You can sit over there and run tell that. You can sit there and try to be like, how did he do a whole live talking about Lady Bridget and he's supposed to be so this and something? Nah. I keep on telling y'all that I am a multi-dimensional being sharing a human experience. I keep on telling y'all that. Multi-dimensional, sharing a human experience. And it doesn't matter how much weight you put around your belt or how big your belt is. You was an undefeated food fight winner. That's what you is. An undefeated food fighter. That's what you is. Undefeated. You need to go see if you can get into sumo wrestling. That might be your That might be your calling right there. You might be a sumo wrestler. You want to sit there and turn your camera on and try to shake some back fat. You ain't even got to ass. You just got to extend it back. Your back just drop down to your hiney. Make it. You ain't even got to ass. You got to extend it back. Extendo on your back. Your butt crack probably go all the way up to the base of your spine or some shit. Probably got an ass crack that run up to your shoulder blades. Nasty. For real. Her ass crack probably run all the way up to the middle of her rib cage somewhere. Got that extendo ass crack. Shit running all the way up your back. Stop playing embarrassing yourself like that. 50 years old, want to turn on the camera and start lifting up fucking stomach fat and shit like that and shaking shit. And get mad that somebody spoke about it. You shouldn't have showed that shit. You should not have showed that shit, embarrassing yourself like that. Made my stomach hurt. You want to sit there and turn on the camera like somebody would really touch you. Whether it's big or small, that shit ain't going nowhere near you. I promise you that. There's no way you rolling out the bed, farting and sneezing, and somebody saying that's a sexy piece of meat. No, hell no. You is not no snack. You ain't a buffet. You ain't none of that shit. You some shit somebody accidentally ate. You is not a snack. You was an accidental meal. That what the fuck you is. An accidental meal. You a MRI. That what the hell you is. Already meal, ready meal, whatever the fuck them Marines eat. That what she is. MRI. She's astronaut food. Yup. She astronaut food. You hear me? So astronaut, yeah. She probably pat her hair and make that noise like you know how people be scratching their throat and shit? That what she come with. Hair patting and fucking throat scratching. That what she sound like. Hair patting and throat scratching. Get your ass out of here. Go get you another perm or something. And Kai, something wrong with his mind because he's sitting over there liking that shit. He's sitting over there, got a nerve to try to talk about the sister wives and how they look. And he's sitting over there with a Lady Bridget. Think about that. How you going to talk about how the sister wives look and don't even know how they look? And you know what Lady Bridget look like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that damn throat scratching sound. Y'all know what that throat scratching sound is? My throat itch. You know when you got to start digging in your ear and shit and wagging your ear. Get your ass out of here. I can't even say you come with he wanted to be a sister wife so bad. I didn't know. Shit. I didn't know you wanted to be a sister wife. Cultivate. My fault. I don't know the application process to become a sister wife. I didn't start it. We started it as a joke. Y'all went and ran with it. You know, we started it as a joke. So the joke's on y'all because y'all still think somebody's slinging dick to all these people. Even though all these people say that, even all these people will tell you that nothing like that is going on. They'll still say that. And Vampire, she probably mad because I didn't come on to her. Just like the QQ person mad I didn't come on to her. Right? They all upset because it didn't work out for them. Whatever it is they wanted, it didn't work out. Whatever they was looking for, it didn't work out. Waking up the whole house walking around with that shit. Get your ass out of here, Lady Bridget. We're gonna change your name to Lady Barricade or some shit. You big as hell. We're gonna change your name to Lady Barricade because you barricading shit. Lady Brigade. You ain't Lady Bridget no more. You Lady Brigade. sit there and talked all that shit about Maggie, but now you over on Maggie's panel, like y'all just cool, and you done made up a whole character about Maggie and all of that shit, and now you want to sit there and play in her face, like, oh yeah, Maggie, I don't have no problem with you, da 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 da, but this love is love shit got to go. Shut up. I knew as soon as y'all knew that we was talking about, you know, the history and learning and, you know, all of that stuff. I knew as soon as they knew we was talking about that stuff, all of them was going to change their attitude. I knew it. Yeah, Lady Frigerator. How what you with? Lady Frigid. Yeah. Oh, Snack Back. We ain't going to call you Big Back. We're going to call you Snack Back. You think you a snack. You need to put it back. Put down all of those dishes that you keep on picking up eating. All of them. Put them down. Stop eating. Just stop eating while you ahead. Oh, Chunky Monkey baby. Chunky Monkey baby. Chunky Monkey baby. Get your ass out of here. Kai wanted some content so bad. He was thirsting as hell. All right, that's how you know these people are thirsty for a beef. They are so thirsty for a beef. It's crazy how thirsty they is. We was going for how many days? We come back, all of a sudden, Cultivate with Kai want to do a whole, get your ass out of here, nigga. Don't you know? It doesn't even make sense for you to still be in my Discord and then try to make it seem like you cut all ties off to me. And you still in the Discord listening to what we talking about in the Discord. Literally, you know he's still in the Discord because look, we literally put in the Discord $150, right? And I said it earlier on a live. I said, watch this. I'm going to put that we need $150 in the Discord and see what they do with it, right? And in the Discord today, look, I put $150, right? And then I put at everybody so everybody can get the message, right? I put at everybody, right? So, because I know that they're going to get the message because they're in the Discord. So they get the notifications from the Discord, right? So I put this in the Discord as bait. I put this right here in the Discord as bait to see if they would talk about it, right? You see that blue marker right there? I need about $150 to take care of some things at everyone, and any and all help is needed, right? I put this in the Discord as bait to see if they were still in the Discord. And sure enough, what did they do? Talked about it today. He's asking for $150. That means you're still in my Discord getting information from my Discord. You bit. That's why I keep on saying we're 50 steps ahead of y'all, because you bit on the false evidence. You bit. You sit there and say, we're not in your Discord anymore, and we don't even function in your Discord anymore. And yet you're having a conversation. Look at what time this was. 1:21 p.m. I put this in the Discord at 1:21 p.m. Right? How you doing a live about it already? And I just put it in the Discord at 1:21 p.m. Huh? That means you're still in my Discord trying to pay attention to what the fuck goes on. You clown. You clown. We gonna make y'all expose yourself every time. That's why the evidence was thrown out there. It's called bait, and you bit it. He's over there asking for $150. You fall for it every time. I literally said it on a live. Like, watch this. We're going to find out if they still in our Discord or not. Watch. I'm going to ask for $150, and then I'm going to at everybody. So that way I know that they get the notifications. How do you know they get the notifications? Because they're in the Discord, right? No, stop. Go back. So when you go to the Discord and you go to server settings, you can go to members, and then you can see all the members that's in here, that's in the Discord. So if we go to, this is how you know they're still getting notifications. Because if you go to their names, you'll see that they're still active in the Discord, right? Lady Bridget came in 3 months ago. She's still in the Discord. See? Mutual Servers, Order of Atlas, right? She's still in the Discord. So when I send out that notification to everybody, guess what? Her phone dinged. Her phone dinged. Cultivate with Kai. Let's see. Still in the Discord. So when I sent out the notification, Cultivate with Kai got the notification. It dinged on his phone to let him know that somebody added him in the Discord. I don't know why these people think that they're so intelligent but can't operate properly to see through their own bullshit. Like, if you're going to maneuver properly, bro. Maneuver properly. Go take yourself out the Discord. Go take yourself out the Discord. You're going to stay. This is how you know they're dealing with pride and ego, because they're going to stay in the Discord just so I can kick them out. So they're going to stay in there so they can be like, no, you got to kick me out. That's pride and ego right there. I mean, you're too prideful to leave the Discord on your own. You're forcing yourself in someone else's space. Yeah, I can block them. I could block them from the Discord. I could block their IP address so they can't even. I could block their IP address so they can't make another account to join the Discord from that phone, from their IP address. I could block all of that. But we got to open Discord, though. You know what I mean? If we do anything, they're going to try to play it off like it's a secret Discord and so on and so forth. It's an open Discord. They want to try to make it seem like it's people over here that they can, you know. Let me see. Cultivate with Kai might have removed himself from the Discord because he probably watched the live earlier where we was talking about him being in the Discord. So he probably removed himself. But we already showed that you was in here, Cultivate with Kai. So it doesn't even matter if you removed yourself or not. You already showed that you were in here. So you could play that game and leave out the Discord, and then tomorrow you're going to say, I'm not even in your Discord anymore. Shut the fuck. Shut up. Shut up. Weird ass energy. Y'all keep on trying to be like, oh no, he's a moral compass. He holds himself to a higher standard. No, I can still stoop low. I can go as low as the rest of them. That's why I keep on saying, fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out how spiritual I am. Play with it. Play with it. When shit start happening in your life, don't try to act like you don't know where it's coming from. When shit start happening in your life, don't try to be like, oh my goodness, I don't even know where any of this is coming from. Yeah, you know. You fuck with the wrong spiritual person. Yeah, Cultivate with Kai probably hurried up and removed himself from the Discord. Let me see. Let me check right here. Let me see if he's still on the friends list. Yeah, that boy removed himself. Oh no, here you go. Look. Look, he's still in the Discord. Look. Mutual servers right there. So he's still in the Discord. Right now, what I can do is I can go here and then I could block this person. All right. So you see, stops direct messages, limited access to your profile activities. They can interact with you. And so I could block him. Right. But that will be giving him what he want, which is to try to make himself seem like somebody. Like he'll try to make himself seem like he's something because somebody blocked him. So I'm not even going to block him. I like the fact that we can just put falsified shit in the Discord and they'll bite on it. I like that. You know? And that's why I told you, I already said it. I said, watch the narrative that they paint, right? As soon as we said that we was going after a car and She Paints announced on a live, like, oh, I'm going to help you out with that. You knew that they were going to say that she bought the car for me. You knew that she was going to say that. It didn't matter if she gave $1 to the cause. They was going to say she bought the car for me, right? I mean, hey, listen, whoever y'all think bought it, bought it. It doesn't matter. I'm driving it. Whoever y'all think bought it, hey, listen, whoever paid for it, whatever y'all want to think paid for it, that's what paid for it. Shit, I'm selling feet pics on OnlyFans. Yeah, I got all types of feet pics. Men feet, women feet. I just tell people to take pictures of feet and send them to me so I can make money on foot.com, you know, crazyfeet.com or something. Yeah, I'm making money all around the board. I'm making money off feet pics. Yeah. Yeah, somebody once gave me $200 to put whipped cream on my feet. Yup, I did it. They said put whipped cream on your feet and smush it together. I did it. They gave me $200. Yup, with feet pics. Now run with that story. Because y'all know y'all like to take all the jokes literal. He said he's selling feet pics. Y'all mad because y'all can't figure out my life, and it makes y'all even madder that I'm not exposing my life to y'all. Hey, but in the meantime, in between time, y'all make sure y'all hit the Cash App, PayPal, or support by super chats and so on and so forth. Y'all know the things that y'all can do to show support. They're trying their hardest to take away our support, which is fun because it's not happening. So it's even better that they're trying so much to take away the support and it's not happening. You know what I mean? Yeah, Foot Feast, Foot Fetish, Foot Everything.com. Yeah, we working for Foot Lockers. I got a Foot Locker full of pics. No, they paid the $200 first, and then I creamed my feet. You know what I'm saying? They paid the $200 first, and then I creamed my feet. Yeah, they pay me for feet pics. They're gonna try to make it seem like, oh, he might like this, he might like that. First, this is how you know they don't make sense, right? Cultivate what Kai said. I don't care who he's fucking. I don't care who he's doing it to, whatever he said, right? And then he turned around and said, he might be liking boys. Hold on. First, you said that you didn't care, and now you're dictating who it is that I'm giving dick to. Like, which one? Don't you care, or don't? Like, you can't say I don't care and then try to say he's messing with boy. I thought you just said you didn't care. Make it make sense. How are they worried about who I'm fornicating with more than I'm worried about who I'm fornicating with? Make it make sense. How are you worried about who I'm fornicating with? Hey, if y'all ain't hear that I love you today, make sure that it be the first, not the last. I love y'all. All right. I love y'all. I know that we have a complicated, group of people that we have to get by. I know that they're playing this whole game. For the people that's on Energy of Atlas, feel free to go over to Ralph the Wise. That's where we're live at. That's where we'll monetize that. And we're going to listen, tomorrow morning when we go live, we got to get some more people from the TikTok to come over here. So I'll probably be live for about maybe tomorrow afternoon sometime, but sometime tomorrow, because I feel like this sickness might be passing. I feel like a lot of mucus already came out. So tomorrow we're going to go live on all of our TikTok pages and try to get people to come over here. Hopefully I can put in a decent amount of time with you guys tomorrow. Right now, we're probably going to go play the game for a little bit. My son is probably going to get on the PC because he plays the PC sometimes too, because the game that he plays only on PC. I didn't go back to West Virginia to get his PlayStation. We do have to make a trip back to West Virginia to get my son's stuff. And also their graduation is the 31st. So we got to make a round trip back up there around that time to go so he can walk the stage and so on and so forth. I got to go pick up some other stuff. I didn't mean to put so we got a little bit of stuff to do. I'm trying to shake this, virus or whatever it is before I put myself in motion. My sneezes come in like sets of 8. So the last thing I want to be is driving, having a damn sneeze fit. So I'm trying to, wait for this cold to move the hell out the way. I'm going to go get some hot tea right now. I'm going to see if I can make some hot tea, and I'm going to sip on hot tea for the rest of the night. And like I say, they can't stop nothing, nor can they move anything. We like our small collective. It's a very powerful group. And obviously, they know how powerful we are. That's why they don't just attack me. That's why they attack you guys in the Discord, because they know that we literally, that they have not literally, like, think about it. Everybody's mental is good in the Discord. Y'all sit over there, y'all watch, you know, the videos that we watch over there. Sometimes I pop in and out to make sure people good, but it's a great space for people. That's what's crazy about it, is because we have people that just sit over there just to be in that space. Look, we have people that just sit in there. They just sit in there just to be in that comfortable space. Now, maybe some of them don't know that they're still in there, but we just hang out in there. We ain't trying to disturb nobody else. If you don't want to be a part of this group, don't be a part of this group. But we just like chilling in a peaceful space, right? Nobody's trying to attack each other. You ain't got to worry about nobody attacking you. Why? Because I make sure that nobody's attacking people in their spaces. You know what I'm saying? Truth Pace, where you been at? What's good with you? Yeah, that's why they mad. They mad because I created a great space for people. They can't do that. How you gonna say, nobody likes to be around them? Man, listen, people be yearning for me to come and talk my shit. People be like, man, you doing a live today? Come on. People from TikTok is still saying, like, hey, you coming back over here? Like, what's up? You gonna do a live? You know what I mean? People from TikTok is still be hitting me up. They be like, yo. Hey, man, listen, y'all know we going to continue operating on love, and they mad, but we building.
I'm a content creator.
I'm a content creator.
This is my job.
This is my job.
From TikTok to YouTube to Twitch to Kick.
What? Nigga, we made it.
You be creators of nonsense, content of self-importance, hate spreading to no end, viral emptiness, no substance. Stop hogging the spotlight and just share that ish. It goes a longer way when you spread that ish. Make it way, just spray that ish. Real chosen ones out here to change that ish. From TikTok to YouTube to Twitch to Kick, get with it, we built it, you can't flip me dip it. From TikTok to YouTube to Twitch to Kick, get with it, we built it, you can't flip me dip it. Algorithms don't move us, we move to rhythm of truth in us. Hating on love in your sleep. Time is up, now we numbers deep.
Whoa.
One love in multiple forms, vibrating contrary to norms, creating waves worldwide, elevating frequencies high. From TikTok to YouTube to Twitch to Kick, get with it, we built it, you can't flip me dip it. From TikTok to YouTube to Twitch to Kick, get with it, we built it, you can't flip me dip it.